everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Aubergine's World Premiere. This is episode 7, and today, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but today we're going to be working on that little bingo game that I was talking about. Maybe like 3 or 4 episodes ago, it feels like. I've been working on this basement forever. I just want to show this first. It looks like I made this flat instead of this sticking up a little bit, and then it's a little stairway, sort of, into the basement. And since the last video, I have changed the walls. I almost forgot to mention this. So, here, let's come in from this area. So in here, before we had a little, like, crisscross of the walls, and then I thought about it, I didn't like it, so I came here and I changed it. So now we have a room in here, just like its own room in a barrel, and then this is like its own area as well. And here you go in the hallway, and this is a cute little nook that I'm like, I want to use this for something. Maybe like an enchantment area. Or no, I think it's too small. This will be something cute. I kept the holes in the walls. In this room, kind of like a high traffic area. It's got some cute paintings on the wall. And then in here, I just put a bed to fill the space, but that's pretty much it for that. That's all I have to update, pretty much. I'm not done with the basement yet. Obviously, it's still pretty empty. I have stuff to put in there, but like originally the idea was a storage room. But now I feel like I want to start putting more things in there, like tools and whatever. But first, it's gonna rain. But first, today what we're gonna do is start on the game. I don't even have a name for it yet. On like the paper I scribbled it on at work, I just put WOW, like WOAW. But I don't think that's what I'm gonna call it. Anyway, hopefully this weather doesn't attract bad company. I have leveled this area out a little bit. Hello. So I put this here to like sort of as a starting point. Hi, aren't you cute? I don't know what happened between this video and the last video, but actions and stuff gives all the animals black eyes. Well, not all of them, because the horses and the llamas are fine. It's just the cows and the sheep have like no souls anymore. I don't know what happened to them. So yeah, first, so the way I'm gonna do it, like there's gonna be the grid where you fill in the spot, right? But I'm gonna go this way one more. I don't think I need to go that far. But originally I was gonna have the grid like as a wall, but then it'd be kind of hard to do that because you need to number the grid, right? Like I was explaining, you make a 4x4 grid and then you randomly number from like 1 to 16, I think. You randomly number in all of the things. And I think this might be far enough, actually. Let me see. Because I'm planning on having like the stairs right there, like the pathway continue here. So the pathway would be right here. And I don't want it right up against the pathway, but I don't want it too far as well. I think this might be good. And then I think as well, hopefully I have enough birch, but I want to make it so you can, like, this very outer layer is gonna have a fencing, and then there's gonna be one wood layer, And then here starts the grid, hopefully. I should probably get my wool. I only remembered to grab the color wool, but so as I was saying, there's going to be a grid, like wall, that stands up, and that's gonna have signs on it, and you will put the number on the sign. And then both players, there's gonna be a spot for 2 players, but you can play this by yourself if you really want. What did I come here to do? Oh my gosh, I have more white wool than wood. I'm probably gonna have to get some more wood. But we'll see. So both players are just gonna look at the same board of numbers, basically. It's just gonna be the number wall, and then each player has their own grid to fill in. And then you can either, the rules are not going to be finite. You can change them a little bit to, the game. Sorry, I'm making sure that I'm doing this right. But basically, is that 4? So this 4 that I'm digging out right here is going to be white. And the grid that the players are going to fill out is not going to be as big as the grid that you guys are looking at. So this is going to be the white, like paper. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is going to be your grid, essentially. And it's white, like paper. And then the idea, actually, let me grab some of these real quick. And this isn't going to be exactly the way it will be. I'm just doing this to show you, give you the idea. So 4 colors here. And I need 2 more. But anyway, here I have my yellow carpets. This is my paper, essentially, and me and whoever else will be looking at this probably really tall wall with numbers on it. One of us will ask the other a question. It could be something really simple or something really complicated, something really vague, or something very specific to that person. So it could be personal or not. Let's just say I ask them something simple like, how many wheels does a car have? They'll say 4, and then wherever it says 4 on the board, basically, I will look down here, and on the big board as well, these same colors will be up there. So it's kind of like, think of Battleship, where on the top you have numbers, and then the left you have letters. So say 4 on the board is the brown column, purple row. And then I will put my carpet where that is demonstrated. And then we keep going back and forth, and we keep filling our paper up with carpets, which is like our markers. And it can be whoever fills in a row, fills in 2, or fills in the whole board. Yeah, but basically, whoever fills in a row, fills in 2, or fills in the whole board wins. Just depending on how long or just how you want to play it. And you don't have to do it, this doesn't have to be against you and against another person. It can just be you and yourself. And like you know, it could be some very simple questions, or it can be some very detailed questions. Usually, I would, if I were doing this with another person, I would make the questions a bit more personal because I feel like that's a bit more interesting. For now, but you know, it can be whatever you want it to be. And then in between both players, I think I might put a wall. I don't know, here, I think I'll put it here. I'll put a wall here with the window so you can see each other and you can kind of see each other's boards. Right now, I'm not too sure if I want to make it so you can see each other's boards completely, or if you can't. I'm still thinking about that. Maybe that can be another like alternate rule. Like we can or can't see each other's boards or whatever. So we'll see. And it looks like I'm gonna need a lot more birch. But yeah, both. This will just be mirrored on the other side. And I'm gonna need to get 2 more dyes. Because I have yellow and pink. But because yellow and pink are gonna be the markers, I don't want to use that as like the row colors basically. So I'm gonna have to determine where I want the middle board and how big I want it. Because the sign will only take up 1 block. And it'll have to be, each one of these is gonna have to be 9 blocks, with the block in the middle having the sign. So, I'm gonna have 3, so the middle one can go right here. And I don't know, for this board might not be. Actually, I think that's a good length, right? It's not too far away, but you can both see it, and the wall won't go that far. So actually, it really won't go that far. Okay, that's actually not as big as I thought it was gonna be. Let's see, I'm just gonna fill this back in with dirt. And let's just say this is the window. And I'll probably actually shorten it. I don't know. I feel like you'd want to do it from here, so I'm gonna get rid of this wall as well, right? Yeah, because if you're standing here, the perspective blocks you from seeing the other one. And then you can see it fine. And if I really needed to, I could add one here, and I don't think that would mess it up too much. So up 2, 2, right? Because here, 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 yeah. And then above this, I might put a sign saying what the game is, if I get a name. Oh, crap. I did this wrong. How long did it take me to realize that? It's supposed to be 4x4, and I did this 3x3 for some reason. The middle one's gonna be block, and then these. And then if I go over here, because I'm gonna be a bit wider, it should still be fine. And then I'm gonna build up all the way. And then I have to build up 4. So no, this actually will be pretty big. But in this video, I just want to show, like, the idea, show what it's going to look like when it's, kind of what it's going to look like when it's finished. And that's 3 high, but yeah, that's going to be really tall. I forgot how big the blocks in this game are. Right, you think 4 by 4 surrounded by 9 is not going to be that much? It begins to be that much. Or it gets to be like that. And then if you're standing from like here to look. Okay, now I have to think about that again because you're going to have to be putting signs up there. You know? Maybe if I just do it smaller like this. But then it won't be even. You know? Unless I don't have this here. There'll just be a double buffer. And then you can look at each other's boards. Because, okay, if you think about it, what's the point? Like, what's the point of not being able to see each other's boards? Because the whole point is you're trying to ask the other person questions to get an answer that will fill your board quicker. You don't know what they're going to ask you until they ask you. You know? If that's right. No, yeah. I had more. But yeah. I think this one's orange. Yeah. I'm really nervous to be doing this at night. These 2 and these 2. Okay. You know, I'll just do a smaller white thing and I'll get rid of all of that. But that's it for this video. Sorry for no video last week. I was pretty busy. I made a community post about it. But yeah, I should be back to making 1 video a week. So if you watched the video until this point, you are epic. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!